There are strange things afoot here in Raid. Today is Tuesday, but we have a purple glowing portal and a 2x Void Shard event. What's going on? Can we trust this, or is this a trick by Plarium? Get all our Void Shards out for something else coming down the line. We should talk about it. I am Colred. This is Colred Plays. Let's get started. Those of you wondering why we have a video today and not a Takeover Tuesday live stream, I will let you in on a little bit of personal information. I have injured my back. I have slipped a disc in my back, and I can't really sit at my desk for very long. There was no way I was going to get through a 4-hour live stream today. So I'm hoping to do about a 20-30 minute video, and then I'm going to go and rest. Don't worry, I am seeing the best doctors that I know, and we're going to get this sorted as quickly as possible. But for the last week or so, it's been kind of tough. Now, if you want to help me feel better, remember that this is September. That's what we're calling it. Not Subscriber September, but September. We're doing a 10K subscriber push, hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could, please subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that like button and consider joining our Discord community. Thanks for all the support. Whew. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, so here we are in the Plarium Play events calendar. And as you can see, we have the 2x Void Summon Boost right here happening Tuesday and Wednesday into Thursday morning. And then as soon as that ends, Thor's Fusion event starts. Now this is weird. It's never happened as far as I know of in Raid that we have a 2x Shard event in the middle of a week. It's always on a weekend. And the schedule has been changed recently, right? We had a 2x Primal event a week and a half ago. So if you discard the Primal event, that should have been Sacred Shards, and this Friday would be Void Shards. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I don't think they're going to do back-to-back 2x Void Shard events. Maybe they would. That'd be crazy, but they could. Now, if you account for the Primal weekend, then this weekend should have been Sacreds. So we may actually get a Sacred Shard event. Now, it's possible that this is what Plarium is going to do in the future now. They're saying, okay, we want to still have the 3 event cycle, right? Ancient Shards, Sacred Shards, Void Shards. But we also want to mix in Primal Shards. So rather than making it 4 events over 8 weeks, they're going to stick to the 6-week schedule, and they're just going to throw in an extra event somewhere, maybe on a Tuesday. So it could be that this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we still have our Sacred Shard event, 2x Sacreds. Or there's also a chance we have no event, which would be completely new. We've never seen that, but there is a chance we have no event whatsoever. Now, typically, a Fusion event opens up with a Summon Rush or sometimes a Champion Chase on that Friday. We will know more on Thursday when the actual event launches and we get the calendar. But this is another thing that they've been doing recently, is holding the calendar until the actual event launches. They don't give us a preview of the calendar anymore. So that means we can't wait on these Void Shards. We have to make a decision now about whether or not we're going to pull these Void Shards. So let's go into the game and check it out. Okay, so here in the portal, you can see there are 2 events going on. The first is the 2x chance of Epic and Legendary Champions. But then we also have a targeted champion boost, and this is for Odin. Okay, so we know based on previous news releases from Plarium that Odin is only going to be available during special events while Asgard Divide is happening. After the Asgard Divide ends, Odin will go into the normal pool of Void champions, and he'll be available from Shards. All of the champions will be. But during the Asgard Divide, you can only get Odin, Freya, and Thor through those specific events. We know that Freya is going to be a guaranteed champion from a Deck of Fate, I believe. So let's think of all of those things, right? If we want to try to get all of the champions, let's see what would be the best approach. Okay, so here is Freya. She's going to be a very cool champion. I'm actually pretty excited for her. She's got a great kit. But as you can see, she is a Force Affinity Legendary. Now, we believe that we're going to get a Deck of Fate guaranteed champion event for Freya. And typically, at least recently, that's required 20 Sacred Shards, or the equivalent in terms of points. So that would be 20 shards for Freya guaranteed, right? Now, if that doesn't happen during a 2x event, then you're really valuing this champion highly, right? Because you're using 20 sacred shards, which is, you're almost guaranteed to get a legendary out of 20 sacred shards, right? You're going to hit Mercy and pull something. So you're valuing her over what you're going to get from holding out for a 2x sacred event. Now, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think she's a very cool champion, especially if you're end game or a low to moderate spender. You might just think this is a cool champion to go and get, and it's worth the 20 shards. I have personally, luckily, saved a lot of sacred shards, so I have enough shards to go for her and complete the fusion. And that's the other aspect of this. So if you're going to use your 20 shards here on Freya, then you got to think about Thor. So Thor isn't currently in the game yet. We can't look at him, but we do know that he's going to be a relatively interesting damage dealer. Now, if you are skipping Thor's fusion event, then I would say you're going to be able to hold shards for Freya. If you have to decide between one or the other, you're going to have to look at their kits and decide which one is more valuable to your roster. But the way I plan fusions is I never use void shards for my fusion events. I only use sacreds and ancients. So if you're like me, or if you've been following my fusion plan videos, you know that the voids are basically saved for 2x void shard events anyway. And because there's a targeted chance of Odin here, this is probably our best chance to get Odin, because once he goes into the normal pool, right, unless you get a 10x or progressive event, this is really going to be your best chance, because, you know, you don't get progressive events and 2x events at the same time. That's only ever happened once, I think. And it's not likely to happen, you know, more than once a year or so. So chances are this is our best chance for Odin. So if you can get Thor and get Odin and still hold on to the shards for Freya, then you can potentially get all 3 of those champions. And obviously we have Loki from the free login rewards, and that's all 4 Asgardians. Now, your odds of getting Odin here with the void shards is pretty low. So I would just say, you know, think of it as a normal 2x event. If you happen to get Odin as your void legendary, awesome. But if you happen to pull another void legendary, maybe you get a Yumiko, you know, maybe you get a Krisk. I don't know. Maybe you get something else that is really valuable to your account. And again, as a free-to-play player, 2x void shard events are basically my favorite event. So I can't tell you exactly what to do here, but just be sure that you are considering all of your goals and all of the resources that you have, and make the best decision that you can. Now, for me, I have decided I am going to pull void shards today. I want a chance at Odin, but I also just want to pull my void shards during a 2x event. There's no extra thing going on here. There's no champion chase. There's no summon rush. That's okay. That's okay. 2x voids are enough for me to pull. So let's go pull some shards. All right, so as you can see, I have 36 void shards. I am closing in on Mercy. I think I've had about 180 pulls so far, somewhere around there. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. But so I should hit Mercy maybe halfway through this group of 36 void shards that I've saved. I'd love to hit Odin, but there are a ton of other great void legendaries out there that would help me, especially Yumiko. Yumiko's my most desired champion and has been for a really long time. I would love to hit her. As far as void epics go, anybody I can empower would be great. Like Gembo would be awesome, or Skull Crown, or somebody like that. So that's basically it. Now, I usually do 10 pulls. I think I'm going to start with 3 10 pulls, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my void shard singles at the end. Why not? Let's just do it that way this time. Let's hit right away. That'd be fun. I haven't hit a 10x champion in a while. I don't know if I've ever hit a 10x void champion. Opening with some epics, pretty good epics. Skimfos. Skimfos is actually a pretty solid champion. 4 epics here. White Dryad Naya. So I could definitely empower some of these champions. I mean, all 4 of those epics are actually usable. I don't think I have all of them built yet. I do have White Dryad Naya built pretty well. And there's a Cold Heart, just in case I need another one, a 4th one. Okay, let's keep going. Come on, Raid. Help me out. Aboro. Not bad. Aboro is an empowerment champion, too. I think she empowers a different champion. I just forget who. But she can actually solo Amius in Centranos in the right build. So she's good on her own as well. All right, this is our 3rd 10 pull. And then we've got 6 singles to go. Let's see some gold. Come on. Well, my back is hurt. let's have something. Let's have a good day. Don't you dare blue tax me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Ouch. Ugly. I mean, so I got a Fellhound here. Fellhound is not so bad. I have Packmaster, and I do need additional copies of Fellhound to build out to really make him viable. So that's okay. That's not too bad. Now we got 6 solo shards. Let's see if we get anything. Harrier, no thank you. 4 shards to go. I'd like something. I'd like something other than blues. Wow. 2 more to go. I think that's at least 15 rares in a row at this point. And we end with a rare. So just pile on, Player Amp. Go ahead. Just jump on my back. It's aching. It doesn't matter. Ouch. Okay, so last few events have been cold again for me. I thought I was heating up. I was hoping I was heating up. But it is what it is. We were going for Odin. We were hoping to take our shot. I am definitely in Mercy at this point, which, you know, so next Void Shard event, hopefully we'll get lucky and actually hit something good. Maybe they'll do another Odin event next time. We know that this Asgard Divide event is going on into November, so we may have another chance at Odin. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for now, that's all I've got. I do know I can get at least 1 or 2 more Void Shards before the end of the weekend, so I'll pull those, and if I happen to hit, I'll update you. Let me know in the comments below. First of all, did you decide to pull your Void Shards today? And 2, did you hit? Let me know if you hit. I love to hear those success stories. Also, feel free to commiserate with me, because as you can see, yeah, I didn't do great. I didn't do great, so I'm right there with you if you missed. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out today. Sorry about Takeover Tuesday. I will try to get back to it next week. We'll have to wait and see. All right, I have been Colred. This is Colred Plays. I'll see you in another video soon.